Well, hey gang, welcome back to Gear and Gadget Reviews. I am Brian, and this is going to be the last video this week, and we're going to wrap up the solar panel reviews with this little guy right here. This is the Flexsolar 40-watt foldable, packable solar panel. So let's take it out of the box, and I'll show you what this thing is and why I'm interested in it. So, very simple. This is it. Tiny, tiny, tiny little solar panel when it's folded up. See how thick it is? I mean, there's nothing to it. And again, this is a 40-watt solar panel. Let's just unfold this guy. Get that out of the way. And this is what you got right here. Very, very small, very lightweight. It is unfolded. We're looking at 49 inches long, and it is going to be 11 inches wide. There's the quick measurements. It weighs 49 ounces. So it's extremely lightweight. It packs up super, super small. Can fit in any backpack, any bag, any duffel, whatever you want to put this thing in. And I got this thing to help me keep all of my electronic batteries charged up. So when I go on my trips, I obviously use a lot of batteries for my camera, my drones, my phone, my iPad, and I got this guy that I could use to kind of supplement and keep all of those batteries topped off or charged up. And this is gonna be perfect for that. And I've found also I can run 12-volt USB fans with it. So if I'm sitting out in the sun having a cold one, I can just plop this thing open on the table, plug in a fan, and I've got wind. So that's also an added bonus to this thing I wasn't thinking about when I was interested in this thing. So I'll show you guys how that works. Overall, guys, it's just a really lightweight, very cool little solar panel. Some quick boring specs for you. Again, 40-watt max. This operates at 23.7 volts. It does have an IP67 water and dust rating. And you can see right here this little box that's attached to the back of the solar panel. This is gonna be your 3 ports. So you're gonna have a DC 5521 port, you're gonna have a USB-C quick charge power delivery 40-watt port, and you're also gonna have a quick charge 3.0 USB port. So these are the ports that you're gonna use to plug in whatever device you're trying to charge up. So for my case, like the USB-C power delivery port, I'm gonna use a power delivery to lightning cord. Plug it into here, plug it into my phone or my iPad, charge that thing up while I'm running Pandora or listening to music so it doesn't die on me during the day. Or my other thought is to keep my batteries topped up, so my drone battery has a battery case that you put your batteries in and you charge it up. I can connect that battery charger directly to this solar panel when I'm done flying and keep those batteries topped off, so when I'm ready to go fly again, I just unplug it, pop fresh batteries into the drone. I don't have to waste my main battery station that I use for all my lights and all my fans inside of my truck. I don't have to waste that energy on charging batteries. I can use this. So that's the main reason I was interested in this, and the fact that it's so small and so lightweight. I can throw it in my camping backpack that I take with me everywhere and really never know it's there until I need it. So that's why I got this thing to review, and I kind of saved it to the end because I was the most excited about this little guy because I think I'm going to use this more than any of my other panels. So again, here's the kind of front view. You got the back. That's how thick it is. Very, very lightweight, very, very easy to pack. So that's why I thought this thing was really so cool. So we're gonna take it out to the backyard. I got perfect sun today. We're gonna see how much juice I can get out of this to put it into a battery station. Now again, this isn't necessarily used to charge up one of my big battery stations, but what you can do is if I've got a 120-watt solar panel hooked up to one of my big battery power stations and I'm getting 80, 85, 90 watts into the solar charge input on my battery, that's great. I can use this to supplement that charge via a power delivery port if my battery station accepts an in-out power delivery option. And some of mine do. So I can essentially put 2 solar panels into my battery using this one with the power delivery option, plug that into the port on my battery station, and I'm gonna get additional surplus wattage being input in that battery station using this little guy. So it's got multiple uses. So that's why I was excited about this little fellow right here. So anyway, let's go out to the backyard, give this thing a test with some items and see if it works as well as I hope it will. So, see you in a second. Okay, to start this thing off, I'm just gonna see if we can register any wattage of charge from this thing into my battery via the power delivery cable. So I'm gonna unfold this, get it in full sun, hopefully, no shadows. I've got a power delivery cord. Okay. Let's see if we can get any juice going into here via my power delivery. 6 watts, 8 watts, 10, 14, 17, 21, 24. Nice. Let me get the camera down here, see if you guys can see that. Well, as luck would have it, that battery was actually full, so it wasn't taking as much of a charge. So here's a new battery that's not quite as full. Let's see what this panel gives us on it. Wow, 30 watts. Check this out. 30 watts. 29. That's not bad, folks, from a little 40-watt panel. I mean, again, I didn't buy this thing to charge up a battery, but 30 watts, I mean, that's a good additional wattage if you have this in your backpack, plug it into your quick charge port if your battery takes it. So we know it works. Here's what I'm really curious about because it's hot. And here I've got a 12-volt fan with a 5521 connection on it. I'm gonna plug it into the 5521 port here. Wow, automatically cuts on. Off, full blast. So that definitely works. Let's try the USB port. Okay, so here I just have a little tiny USB fan with just your standard USB-A cord on it. Let me plug this into that. See if this thing cuts on. Yes, sir. High, cut it off, cut it back on. Okay, off. Low, medium, high. So you can be sitting on your chair out, you know, at the beach, put this in your little towel bag or whatever, I don't know. Connect this to it and you've got free energy cooling you off. I think that's really cool. Okay, so it works with the fan. Let's try an iPhone. So I've got a power delivery USB-C to lightning cord. So I'm gonna plug it into the power delivery output. And this is gonna be hard to capture on camera, I fear, but let me plug it in. Yep, and it recognized it. I am currently charging. Okay, so I just think this is a really cool little panel. It's tiny. It was given my battery, you know, 30 watts, which again, it's not meant to charge up a battery, but it's good supplemental power if you've got a bigger panel, you've got a spare power delivery input that you can use this with, put a little bit extra juice into your battery while you're charging it up, or as what I just used for your phone, iPad, a fan when it's 110 degrees outside, my drone batteries, you know, anything. So I think this is a really cool little solar panel that I'm gonna put in my backpack on all of my trips, and it's just so easy to deploy and use. It doesn't take up any space, so cool. And just a quick, if you want a close-up of what these panels look like, there's not much to them. So, there you go, folks. Really quick, easy, simple review. The thing works, it puts out watts, and it charges everything that I would want it to charge or run. I'm really excited about the fact that it runs fans. But anyway, folks, hope that was enjoyable and you learned something, and maybe consider this in your arsenal of camping gear. So take care, folks.